So I flew into Bali a couple of days ago, and it's my first ever overseas trip. And I've always wanted to make content like this, where I'm in a different country, making videos, and I'm staying in a sick place. I got a villa to myself here, flew in business class. Life's pretty great right now. And I was back in Melbourne. It was 7 degrees, 8 degrees. It was just horrible. And I got into this like cyclical pattern of just doing the same things over and over again. Being here, I've been able to reflect on where I've come in my journey. And the younger version of me could only ever have dreamed of being here in this place right now. And what I mean by being here in this place is like, I have my work with me, my laptop goes with me, working a couple hours a day. My team is managing my clients. I'm just doing the work that I need to get done. And for the rest of the time, I'm now here and I have the space and the clarity to have like creativity, and I'm just a happier version of myself right now. Fuck me, it's hot. So now that I'm here, I wanted to make a video where I was showing this life that I have now, and it's basically trying to connect with the younger version of myself, that to show him what is possible, because the younger version of me wouldn't have had a clue of how to do this, or that it would be possible, where, you know, I have this life of freedom where I was just like, okay, I'm gonna up and just leave and go to a different country on my own. And now that I'm here, I wanted to share a few key things that helped stepstone my way to this life. Having a couple of days on my own here, I've had that chance now to reflect and have gratitude for where I've come. And it allows me to be able to share these tips with you. So I wrote down 3 things. I wrote down 3 things when I was here, just chilling. And those 3 things I really stand by. Just note that with them, just because you do these things doesn't mean that automatically it's like you're destined for you know, that future. It means that you can use this as a mindset so that you can stepstone your way to the life you're looking to achieve. And it doesn't happen overnight, but these are the things that I wish I was told back then so that I can get to this place now. While I wipe my head. Fuck me. Melbourne was 7 degrees, bro. It's like 400% humidity. I can't even breathe. So the first thing and the first tip that I have is to design your perfect day. And what that looks like is working out what your ideal day looks like. And to do this, you need to have the mindset of money doesn't exist, work doesn't exist, nothing exists. It's just the day that you would love to live every single day, regardless of any other outcome. I was introduced to this by my current mentor, Dan Bolton. Shout out to Dan. There's a 2-hour video on YouTube. If you type in Frank Kern perfect day, watch that video. He explains how he created incredible wealth and riches by designing his own perfect day. And the perfect day looks like you working out exactly what you would want to do. As an example, my perfect day was exactly what I have created now, where I have the freedom to be able to leave my house whenever I like. I don't have the anxiety of work not getting done because I now have a team in place, and I'll put systems in place to allow my business to run without me being in a certain spot. I didn't want to be answerable to anybody. I just wanted to be answerable to myself. I didn't want to have to take multiple phone calls a day, have a full calendar of shit going on, because it's just not my style. I wanted to be able to go to the gym when I felt like it at the same time every day, play tennis whenever I wanted during the week, eat like a king, go out on some nights if I wanted to go out to breakfast and work there if I wanted to, and just not have to look at the price tag of just general day shit, and be able to just flow through life without having to have this stress of, am I going to be able to pay rent? Can I afford steak at the supermarket? Just general things like this. And I created that life. And this is a side note, but here's been the issue with that, is that my life became so non-challenged once I got to that place, and I started to get into that cyclical routine of doing the same things every day, which eventually led me to being a little bit depressed, I think you would say. It's kind of like, you know, doing 50 to 60K a month. Everyone thinks that the money is going to change and fix everything, but the actual case was I'm like searching for a new challenge and searching for something different and searching for something fulfilling. Not that I'm not fulfilled, but at the same time, I know that I could be doing more. I know I can get better. So creating your perfect day, really meditate on it. Actually sit there and work out what it is your perfect day looks like. And it can be anything you like. Dream big. Like, is it a private jet that you want to fly to different countries on? Is it that you want to have 3 supercars in a multi-million-dollar mansion? Like, I thought I wanted those things, but once I started making money, I realized I was like, I don't even really want those things in the first place. Like, they're not even really my motivation. To close this one out, your perfect day, design it. Work out exactly what it is. Get granular with the detail. Work out exactly how you want it to run. And if you come up with something that's extremely, has just a high amount of humility to it, where it's just like, I don't really want a great deal. I just want, the bare necessities catered for and all those sorts of things. That's perfectly fine. But if you want a lavish lifestyle with absolutely everything, like, you can have that too. Design your perfect day. There comes a plane. The second thing is to design a business around your lifestyle, not a lifestyle around your business. This comes with designing the perfect day. Now, I said earlier that in the beginning stages, when you first start, these things are hard to do. So if you're just starting out and you're just making your first few dollars online, then this might be more difficult to do than if you were, a little bit further along in your journey. Maybe you're doing 20, 30K a month and you're starting to sort of get a roll on. You can start to put systems and things in place that allow you to live your life in the way that you want to live it. Until about that point, until about 15,000+ a month, this is Australian, that's really difficult to do. At about 20, you can start to put team in place, you can start to put procedures in place. Before that, you're still grinding, you're still doing basically everything, so it's really difficult to do. And if you're just starting, you're in the grind. But this is still useful to do so you can picture what it looks like down the track, to be able to look at the future and work this out. Because I never had that foresight before, because I was just scratching and clawing and grinding my way there. But to work a business into your lifestyle, not a lifestyle into your business. The reason I say this is because if you have a job, your lifestyle works around the job, because you're working 9 to 5, you have set hours, you have someone telling you what to do, blah, 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 blah. People want that regimented lifestyle, right? I'm not talking to that person. I'm talking to the person who wants a business and wants time for themselves. They want to be an entrepreneur. They want to take the risk. They want to dive in. To design a business around your lifestyle means you've designed your perfect day, then your business works into that. I never actually thought that was possible, but learning that it is possible and then being able to do it to an extent, like there's still things I want to achieve, but like, I'm here, I'm making content, I'm loving life, I'm working, I'm earning money, everyone's happy. Like, I've proven that to myself, and my business now works into my lifestyle. And as a result of that, I do better, I'm more productive than I would be at home, because I'm a happier version of myself. I have more creativity, I have more spice, I have more energy. And so there is that crossover. And I thought that if I'm away, then shit, how's things gonna get done? You just eventually work it out. So your business working into your lifestyle means that you can create a business where you put procedures in place that allow you to know if something could potentially break, it won't break if you put that procedure in place. To have a team is massive. It is the only way that you're going to be able to do what you want to do in your lifestyle that you dream of having. And then there's just your experience inside the business as well. For example, I own a digital marketing company. I have a team of 2 people. I have a media buyer who looks after my ad accounts, and then I have a person who looks after just my general kind of everyday things, which kind of looks like reporting, any type of writing stuff that needs to be done, any admin work that I shouldn't be even bothering to look at, and she reports directly to me. Then I can focus on the bigger ticket stuff, the stuff that really matters, the stuff that is I need to take care of. I manage my own clients. I have the relationship with them. Everything still gets done to the second that should get done. This is fucked. Fuck off. So designing your business into your lifestyle is absolutely key to having the life that you want. And like I said, I never thought it was possible until I did it. And I'm living proof of that. I can attest to the fact that it was a journey to get here, but once you're there, life's pretty cool, man. And the third thing, and this really is where you're at the point where you've got the business working into your life, and it's working around how you want to operate and the hours that you want to do and the way that you want to run. But the third thing is to say no to anything that steals your energy and anything that doesn't fulfill you. The contrast between what I used to do at the very beginning to what I do now is so different. And what I mean is I would take on phone calls and meetings and do everything the client said, and I would make sure that I was going, what I thought was going above and beyond was to just be like in everything. And I realized over time that the things that I was doing back then, I had to do some of them, yes, but the things that I was doing back then are not things that serve me now. And the reason that is because if I take 5 phone calls a day from clients and they last half an hour each day, a lot of the time things aren't actually moving forward faster by doing that. But the reason is because the expectation is set from the very beginning of a relationship. Not only that, but when you're working, you need to have focus, and you can't have focus by doing all this other shit that is completely meaningless. Your job is to get a client results. You only need to speak to them when certain things need to happen, but also you only need to speak to them when you have fulfilled the part that you have fulfilled to get them the result that they're after. No amount of like management and doing all this, like being in absolutely everything is going to help unless you know what you're doing. Getting to a point where I say no to phone calls. Like, do you have a quick phone call? No. Like, I'm so protective of my time now. Give me a sec. God damn. Someone wants to pick my brain. I'm sorry, I don't have that time. If someone wants to actually have some of my time now, they need to pay for it. And I will charge an hourly rate for that. And I'm not doing anything that doesn't give me fulfillment. I'm not doing anything that adds any stress, any anxiety, any feeling of like being edgy into my life. If something even feels slightly like it could potentially go belly up, I'm out. And it's to protect my energy so I can stay creative, so I can stay focused on the things that really matter to me. And doing anything outside of that is just it's not serving my clients, it's not serving me, and ultimately it's protecting my lifestyle that I ultimately wanted as well, which is at peace. I wanted to have no stress, no anxiety, none of that stuff. And as you level up, you will find that that is more valuable than anything you can have. So saying no to anything that could potentially be problematic, even if it seems like it could pay off massively, there needs to be strong evidence that that could happen. And that's just not something that I want to do. So if you're an online business owner, or you want to be an agency owner, something like that, you're moving through the ranks, these are things that I kind of wish I knew earlier on. Eventually I learned them, and they were the best lessons I've pretty much ever had. I'm still learning, I'm still going through that process. I have a business intensive up here with entrepreneurs and people who are far more clever than me. And the whole reason is because there's so much more that I need to learn. There's so many more things that I want to achieve. There's so many more things that I want to do. I want to keep traveling and doing this kind of thing as well, now that I've come up here on my own. And if you're in a position where like none of that is really at fruition just yet, that's okay, just keep pushing. And you need to suspend your sense of cynicism towards something like this. What I mean by that is suspend the idea that this can't happen for me, because I used to think that way as well. And to know that this can be a reality for you too, to just have almost blind faith in it, and just to do the exercises and to really focus on doing them and thinking about how would I want my perfect day to look like? How do I want every day to run? And there is no wrong answers. And then you can build from that. Like, you can have that in your head. What you think about becomes the things that happen in your future. And so if you can just have that foresight to go, okay, I know this can happen, I know this can work in my life. And I believe that you watching this, if you've watched this far, you have something special to offer the world. At whatever level you're at, there is so much more to do, there's so much more to achieve. I wish you the very best. I loved making this video. I'm sweating my fucking ass off sitting in the sun right now, and it's for you guys. So I appreciate you. Thanks for sticking around. I'll see you in the next video, and can't wait to bring you more of this stuff.